Blessings, everyone. Happy Friday, and I hope everyone is having a blessed day today. So, my last video, I was talking about how I got over everything with my kid's father, and he went a separate way, somewhere in Vegas, homeless or whatever. So, years went down the road, and I ended up dating a guy who was like my mom's age, and he was just too clingy, I haven't really healed from what I went through um, with him, with my kid's father or whatever. So um, I hung up with him for probably maybe like a month or so. But after that, I was just like, no, I need to be by myself. So years went by, down the road and stuff. And I explained in my last video that how I end up getting back in touch with somebody from my past 30 years ago. He liked me. I liked him in um, school when we was like around 18 or so. And somehow he went back, home or whatever to where he lived at. And then um, I didn't hear nothing from him for a long time until I ended up looking him up on Facebook. So we have we haven't really even talked on Facebook like that until like 22, because I found him in 2015, but we didn't start talking until 22. So um, he was always in my DM. He wanted to come out here and see what I was up to, but I kept putting it off and putting it off because I really didn't want to be bothered with nobody at the time. So I end up um, I end up just saying just forget it out. Let me see what he about or whatever. So I did, and he came to my house because he was on his way to uh, Las Vegas, so he had to go through California to get to Vegas or whatever. I mean San Bernardino. I'm sorry, San Bernardino to get to Vegas. So he stopped by. We talked, and whatever. So we was talking on the phone, and then we got to hanging out. He would come drive 6 hours to come see me and stuff like that, and things went you know well. Things went well, and in the beginning, how people are. They're nice from the beginning, but once I like really started like feeling him and liking him or whatever, and I started like maybe like forming my heart like from my last relationship with my my kid's father or whatever, and I was telling him how he was abusive to me and stuff like that, and he was like, "Why did you stay for so long?" I was like, "You know what? I couldn't even tell you myself." So um, everybody that knows me knows that I have a good heart, and I like to do things for people or whatever, and you know for Christmas I had bought him something for Christmas, and then I bought his kids something for Christmas, of course, and then I guess he figured that well, she got money, we it's like basically every time we did something I was the one paying for it, so I'm like thinking like, dang, did this dude ever have any money or whatever? So months went by and stuff. We was hanging out, and we're hanging out, and he just always asked for money. I'm like, God, don't you have a job? You do little food service on the food delivery on the side, and you have a full-time job. So why are you always broke? So he always tell me about, oh, I got child support, blah 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 blah, this and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna pay you back, and all this and that. So we was always going to the casino. We was going to Vegas. I traded him to Vegas for his birthday, and like every time he came to see me, we was going to the casino by where I lived at and stuff like that. So months of just him coming down to see me. I would have to give him the gas money to come see me, and I was like, this is not cool at all. So months went by. and he had called me because he was supposed to come down. He was only coming down on the weekend. That's the only time I seen him on the weekends. So he would tell me that um, the last time he was supposed to come see me was on the was that following weekend, and he was just explaining to me why he couldn't come, and then he told me that, oh, I wasn't ready. I'm not ready for a relationship, and just this that the third. I'm saying, okay, you knew you wasn't ready for a relationship. So the come to find out, this man was still married to his wife. uh, they were separated, but then he ended up, they ended up getting back together somehow, some way, and he wouldn't, tell me that because he was still trying to, use me and stuff like that. So I was like, basically, you just used me. He was like, just leave it alone or whatever. It was like, okay, but what about my money that you owe me, you know? And he was like, what money? I was like, what money? You know what money that you owe me? He was like, just leave it alone, just a whole bunch of, like I said, I'm saying this to say that everything that looks good ain't good. And I ignored red flags again because, he was more loving my hand than my heart. And I put my heart all into it because I really liked him a lot. In fact, I even loved the dude because, we had history from 30 years ago, and, I thought we would be able to, to rekindle that, but that wasn't the case. So now that he's telling me that he's back with his wife, and so I found out that every time that he was asking me for money, he was giving it to her. And I don't know what kind of man would do that, take from somebody else and to, give it to her like that. It was like basically you wanted my life, and like I said, God, I was supposed to buy a house in 2022, and my credit was almost at 800, and just, that's why I let my vulnerability get in my way, you know, because I was lonely, and I wasn't with nobody for like 8 years after I dated the guy that was my mom's age. So I let my vulnerability get into, in the way of me, you know, um, doing what I needed to do. So now, um, I'm just, just taking it one day at a time now. I bounced back from everything that I went through. I got a brand new car. I'm living in a condo now. I went from an apartment, a raggedy apartment in the hood, in a 2015 Nissan Versa within 2 years. So I'm saying this, ladies, or even gentlemen, if you're going through any kind of abuse with anybody, I don't care if it's verbal, physically, mentally, emotionally, even financially, don't do it. Don't do it because it's not even worth it, you know. And like I said, it's someone out there for everybody, but I chose to stay single from all the stuff that I went through, and I'm still going through my healing process right now. So now, I'm seeing things more clearly. I'm sorry, I'm all talking crazy, but I'm seeing things more clear now, and I learned from my lessons from those two past relationships that I was in, and I'm going stronger, and I'm making a better life for me and my children. I'm in school right now. I'm about to have my own business pretty soon. So you can bounce back from anything that you put your mind to. You just have to do it. You got to let go and let God, And God knows that, I'm a strong believer in God. I've been in church since I was 7 years old. And God has carried me through so many times. I mean, he may not come when you want him to, but he is there all the time. He comes at the right time. So with that being said, just give all your problems to God. Let him deal with the things and that people do to you and stuff like that. Because karma don't skip a beat. And what the Bible says, you will reap what you sow. So you can't go around doing people bad, And like I said, God knows that I have a good heart, and like I said, I will give people the shirt off my back. That's what kind of person that I am. People always ask me for stuff, and I give it to them. But when it's my turn to, ask for something, which I don't ask nobody for nothing, I can't get it from nobody. I have asked that dude many of times, for my money back. But it was like, what money, or I'm broke, or, something like that. But you know what? You don't owe me no more, bruh. You don't owe me no more. I gave all my problems to God, and He will deal with you. Like I said, you will reap what you sow. Trust me. So, with that being said, you guys, um, let go, let God, let Him deal with the problems that you're going through, um, mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, any of that. It's rough out here, and times are getting hard right now. I'm looking in every day. I see something on either YouTube or Facebook that some kind of abuse that's going on, and that's why I speak freely of it, because I really want to help somebody that's going through this, or may have gone through this, that have not healed yet. Because I'm in my healing process right now, and I just take it one day at a time. I pray every day. Sorry. I fast every week, and I just try my best to, do what I need to survive, And I go to church every Sunday, so, and God has really blessed me over these past years, because I went through it, went through a lot, and I'm just trying to reach out to somebody out, and I'm hoping I'm reaching out to somebody that's going through this right now. So, give your life to God, and just be happy. Be happy, because, you know, there's no time for sadness right now. So, you guys have a blessed Friday, and have a blessed weekend, and God bless you until the next video.